all those things and even put that I bought a car and everything, right? And it went viral.
Oh, dope.
And so
that's sick.
Yeah, it was crazy. And the next morning, well, maybe it was actually in the middle of the night, maybe it was or early in the morning, I was getting a lot of notifications, and I'm like, who in the hell is blowing me up?
Yeah.
You know, I look at my phone and it wasn't anybody. It was TikTok notifications.
Oh, followers probably. Huh?
Yeah, and I look at it and I'm like, I look at the main page when I open it up and it says 2,200 followers.
Oh,
I have a screenshot of it too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I'm like, what the fuck? 2,200 followers? I tripped out. You know, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe that I ended up with that many followers, especially because I was building my Instagram page for my car at the time, and I think it's only sitting at like 450.
Oh, okay.
So
that was a real big come up, honestly.
Yeah, it was different. That was a lot of followers to me, and this is the first time I'm on social media.
Okay.
Because I made a Facebook before I went to prison, so that way I could stay in contact with a few people. And when I got out of prison, you know, I started getting into contact with people I haven't been in contact with for years, you know. And then, you know, slowly I started getting onto TikTok, but it was more for entertainment purposes. And,
okay.
You know, that's basically how the social media thing went for me, right? I never really was big on social media at the time. And then I just decided to keep it going once I saw the followers.
Then it started getting traction is what happened, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And it was wild because then I posted another video, and this one was more about PTSD awareness.
Oh, okay.
And it was a voiceover to a song with Jelly Roll.
Okay.
And it's I broke a promise to myself.
I broke a promise to myself again. I don't know why I am so vulnerable. They try to help, but I won't let them in. I guess rock bottom's where I'm comfortable.
Self again. You know that
song?
Yeah. So I did a voiceover to that, and I put it about PTSD awareness, and I guess it really struck with a lot of people, right? And
very relative.
Yeah, and so the next thing you know, followers jumped up to double that, 4,400. You know what I mean? That's what's up. And then I posted another video, and then I decided to post a comedy video. It was a stand-up comedy. I think it was Mike Epps. And he goes, you know you're going to jail when another cop pulls up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what the voiceover was, right?
Okay.
And that one hit viral.
Oh, snap.
And it hit like 4 times the amount of views that my other videos hit.
That's nuts.
And then I ended up, I think it was like within like 2.5 weeks, I had hit 10K followers on TikTok.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
And now what are you sitting at right now?
Oh, let me see.
Because I know you have 2 accounts, don't you?
Yeah, I have 3 accounts actually.
He has the burner account.
Yeah, I got the burner account just in case, you know. Let me see where I'm at currently. I'm at on my main account. I'm at 254,800.
Okay, that's what's up.
And then my backup account is at 115,000.
Okay, so some of these contents that you were making, they were very impactful towards other people, correct? And it has a lot to do with your drug use, correct?
Yeah.
Now, as far as it goes with your sobriety, what helped you, and what were the steps that you took to help you to stay sober?
You know, people, man.
Okay.
Just staying away from toxic people.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I advise anybody. You know, if you want to, if you were in active addiction, and you'll realize that you were around a lot of toxic people.
Yeah.
And most of the time, they kind of fed into that world for you more than you did, right? So you
definitely.
were just put in that world, right? But you let that happen.
A product of your environment, pretty much.
Exactly. So, you know, you just stay away from those type of people and, you know, do positive things with your life, you know, whether it's fitness, you know, whether it's, I know some people that have gotten into tattooing.
Yeah.
You know, like with me, I guess it would be creating content on TikTok and going live, like doing what I do.
So you're saying basically find an alternative to what you were used to doing, which was the drug use.
Right.
I mean, and I could relate to that in a lot of ways too. I mean, I'm a person, unfortunately, I used to do fentanyl. So, yeah. I mean, I've been 4 years sober now. I mean, praise God on that. You mean? But, so I definitely, when I reached out to you, that was one of the intentions because I always seen your approach on it and I respected it in a lot of ways. So that's dope. How long have you been clean now?
So I've been clean for 5 years. Let's see, we're on October 15th. So 2 months and 15 days. 5 years, 2 months and 15 days.
Oh, dope. Congrats on that too.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
That's really cool. Count it out.
So when it comes to the sobriety, was there any faith involved in that? I mean, are you a believer? Do you have any faith?
Yeah, I'm not religious.
Okay.
You know, I'm more spiritual.
Okay.
And so I do believe in a higher power. You know, I wouldn't consider myself religious whatsoever because I don't go to church. I don't practice any religion or do anything religiously, any kind of ritual religiously. You know, I don't pray every day, stuff like that. But I guess I do pray, but in a different way, you know what I mean? In my own way, you know.
I respect that. That's what's up.
So, and I tell people all the time, and this is actually a verse from the Bible, is that a mustard size seed of faith can move mountains. Yeah. And, you know, and I tell people that because, you know, somebody told me that. And it was right before I was getting sentenced.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, I'm already expecting the worst case scenario. And I had another homie tell me, you know, expect the worst and hope for the best. So if you get anything that's better than the worst, you'll feel like it's a win.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was like, all right, well, I guess it's mind over matter in this type of shit, right? So that's what I did. And, but.
So that's where you stand with your faith, though?
Yeah, that's where I stand with my faith.
Okay, no, that's what's up. That's what's up.
You gotta believe, like, I mean, if at least believe in yourself, if anything.
Okay.
Know?
All right.
Don't lose faith.
1 second. So for all those that are tuning in, once again, we're here with the Dizzie.Locz. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications so you guys could get informed for all of our future podcasts. And let's continue on with this conversation. So, man, from drug use to incarceration to becoming TikTok famous, like, bro, you've lived some pretty interesting of a life, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to ask this, bro. Okay, so your TikTok relationship with Amanda Panda.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened there, bro? Like, you mean, how did you guys meet and like why the falling out?
So we were originally friends, like on TikTok, you know. Didn't know each other personally. We just kind of knew each other from TikTok. And, she was doing a meet and greet one time, and she had invited me to go and meet her. And so I went there, and I don't know what it was, bro, but at the time, like I just wasn't feeling her, I guess you could say. And so I basically friend zoned her. You know what I mean?
You said friend zone.
You know, and so you know, the first time we hung out, actually, she went and dropped me off, you know, because my car was broken down at the time. It was in the shop for the transmission. And so anyway, she took me to a friend's house or whatever after her meet and greet. And then that was it. I hadn't talked to her for a while. And, like, you know, in person anyways. Yeah. And then one day she had hit me up and she had said, hey, I have an orthodontist appointment and I'm coming into town. Do you want to collab on a video? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And at the time, I was not dating this girl, but I was talking to her. Okay. And so when I was talking to her on the phone, she's like, yeah, what are you going to do? And I was like, no, I'm going to go meet up with my homegirl. I'm going to do a video with her. And then by the time I get done with that, you'll be off of work and I'll meet you at your apartment, right? Well, that rubbed her the wrong way. And she started tripping, right? And I just, I wasn't in for the headache. So I cut her off, you know. And
he's all cut.
Oh, yeah, snip right away. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to deal with some, you know, chick's crazy insecurity.
Yeah, don't be collecting red flags out there. Just saying.
Yeah. No. My mental health is way more valuable than some chick's crazy insecurity. You know what I mean? I feel you. So anyways, so I cut her off or whatever. And then, you know, I guess that's when Amanda kind of swooped in. You know what I mean?
Oh, she found her moment.
Yeah, she found her opening, right? And so I started talking to her, and it was weird too, because then it went from looking at her as like, you know, as a friend, to like, oh, well, you know what? I haven't dated a chick younger than me like that because I'm 6 years older than her. I'm 33. Okay. And so, you know, I thought, why not give it a go, right? So I did, and at first everything was all right, but I can say that sometimes people will, I guess, just to get their way with you,
be manipulative.
They'll tell you everything that you want to hear
underneath the sun. Yeah,
and
I feel that.
So if I say, yeah, I'm a straight up man, I'm honest, and I say it like it is, and then she says I'm the same way, right? I expect certain behaviors to be the same way, right? But then later down the line, a few months down the line, then you kind of really truly see how that person really is, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what the case was basically, right? we lived 3.5 hours from each other, like the first few months that we were together.
Okay.
And so then, anyways, she had some family issues. You know what I mean? Her personal family issues with her mom, whatever.
Okay.
And so she didn't want to live in Clovis no more. So she was like, I got to get out of here. And so she moved in with her dad. And then so that's when I kind of started to really get to know her. Right.
Oh, okay.
Turns out she likes to party a lot more than I do. Right. Like I'm already 33. I'm at a point where I have goals and things that, other than just having fun. Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're on two different levels. So just based on certain behaviors that she had, how she handled certain things in life, I just knew that she wasn't on the same level of maturity as me, right? And so I broke up with her, but I did try to make it work.
Oh, so you're the one that cut it off?
Yeah, I cut her off. Yeah.
Dang, Dizzy's out here just chopping them off.
But all jokes aside, I just I know my value as a man, and I know what I can offer in a relationship to a woman.
Yeah.
And if a woman can't see my value, or she wants to try to control me or try to change me or whatever the case may be, right? I'm sorry, I'm not going to put up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe the exact same way. I believe the exact same way. So it's pretty cool to hear it from someone else on the other end. So it's reassuring for sure. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up this, take some notes real quick. Nah, just kidding. He's putting me on game right now, bro.
Yeah, record on the phone.
He's like, hold on, bro. Can you run that back real quick?
And it wasn't really a big deal, like our breakup at first, because in a way, I feel like maybe deep down inside,
but TikTok magnifies everything, though, bro. Because like I said, I'm me personally. I tune into you quite often, and so I'm watching from the outside in. And I'm just like, whoa, that like went south quick. Like, wow.
Well, see, and this is the thing here too, is when she said a lot of hurtful things to me that I couldn't forgive her for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I told her that I wasn't going to talk to her ever again, she threw my past addiction in my face. Basically made it seem like she didn't see my value, my worth. I was just some junkie that shot up druggies in his veins. You know what I mean? So it did hit me personally, so after that I told her I don't want to ever speak to you again, and I'm a man of my word, and I swear on everything I have it.
That's good. That's good. I mean, I'm sorry for the fallout and whatnot, but I mean, it comes with life as it is. Sometimes it's just two different people coming from different crowds of life, and they just don't blend. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, with that being said, and after all that mess, what's the love life of Dizzy.Locz looking like nowadays?
Well, I mean, I'm not making any commitment anytime soon. Okay. I guess it would have to be a matter of circumstances.
Okay.
I mean, you never know if you might meet that one, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, though, I'm not rushing into anything. So even if
I'm pretty sure after going through that, you're like, it gave you a little bit of bad taste for relationships,
right?
Especially if you said that you haven't dated somebody in a minute or like that, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I got out of prison November 12th, 2019.
Okay.
I've only been in 3 relationships since then. And I know some people might go, 3 relationships? But, I mean, feel me, they were short relationships. Like, one was, I think, like 4 months.
And that's not even drastic to me. To me, people are jumping in and out of relationships, like changing underwear and stuff. You know what I mean? So
big time, bro. And then the second girl that I dated, and it was crazy because she was older than me. So I kind of had different expectations from her. So when she lied to me, right, and I caught her in a lie, I lost all trust in her. And then there was a Friday that she acted very suspicious. So I didn't like her behavior. So I called her out on it, not like in a mean way or anything, but just kind of called her out on, hey, what was up with that? Why were you acting like that type deal, right? And when she tried to flip it on me right then and there, I was like, oh no, I'm not playing this dumbass game with you. You're not gonna play me for a fool. I didn't do nothing wrong here.
I feel that.
So I let her go, and then with Amanda, that was the only 3 relationships I had been in, and that one was only 5 months.
Oh, okay.
So I guess when you get to a certain point, bro, you just don't put up with certain shit.
Nah, I I could relate to that for sure.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, that's cool though. I mean, just kind of playing the field in a sense, right?
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with becoming friends with a woman and getting to know her and you know, really getting to know somebody's good and bad side, because as people, we're so complex. There's more than just this happy smile and this impression that you're trying to leave on somebody to make them like you, right? There's more than that to a relationship, right? So to make it work, you got to know somebody's bad side too, and you got to know if you can put up with that bad side.
And I think that's actually how relationships work out. Like, you mean, get to know this person for a good amount of months, like X amount of months, and find out if you really could work with them, and hey, let's move on. Right. But dating nowadays is just a whole different ball game, bro.
It's rough, bro.
So I mean,
and I think a lot of it too is a lot of people are damaged.
Okay.
There's a lot of chicks are damaged from these fuckboys that they get with.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because they'll say, I hate all men ain't shit. But then the men that they've dated are the type of dudes that borrow their car when they go to work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking ask to borrow money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
they got nothing going for them pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you can't compare men like that to, like, you know, a man that's a man. Cheers to the haters. There's more to come.